Hey guys, this video is going to be a little show and tell. It's not so much of a haul, even though I am going to show you just a couple of little things that I have purchased or discovered or tried in the past month or so. Stuff I think you guys might really be interested in or curious to try for yourself, but here we go. Let's show you a couple of really cool things. So for Christmas, my sister, when she and my dad and her son, my nephew, came up for a few days the day after Christmas, she brought me a crystal. She's got some amazing crystal shops near her where she lives in Tennessee. And there was a video I put out a while back where I showed you some of the crystals I had bought there. It's the one that has Poochie and his cousin Vinny on it. She brought me a stone that is probably one of my favorite crystals out there, Labradorite. I have several pieces of Labradorite. I have a couple pairs of earrings. I've got several stones, and she bought me the Mac Daddy stone. So do you see the size of this? It's smooth, obviously. It's big and beautiful. I don't know. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you can see the flash. There's a red light on over here. I always have a red light. I find that these soften the ears on my face. So if I turn off the light, maybe you can get a better feel for what this looks like. Ah, ears! Okay, there we go. It's a little better, I guess. It's beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous, fantastic. So that is from my sister. This thing is so beyond a palm stone. I love it. I sleep with it in the bed or on the little table beside my bed. And Labradorite is a wonderful stone if you are wanting to get in touch better. Labradorite is a lovely stone for your crown chakra and for your higher connecting to spirit, past lives, spirit guides. It's definitely for the higher frequencies, the higher vibrations. So it's one of my faves. Now I'm going to show you a couple things that I got at Barnes & Noble recently. I wish I could say these things were on sale, but they weren't, so they were pricey, so I didn't get all that I wanted. They have a whole Harry Potter table full of stuff. It was so hard. I'm late to the game with Harry Potter. I mean, I read the first 4 books about 8 years ago, which was still kind of late in the game. But since then, I have purchased all the movies and watched them many times. I am listening to the audio of the last few books because I just no longer have time to sit down and read. I don't read hardly ever. When I do, it's just a teeny bit at a time. But I listen to audiobooks constantly. I can plow through some serious books by listening on my commute to work, which is like 30 or 40 minutes each way. So I love Harry Potter. I love everything about it. And so I'm going to show you a couple little things I got. You know what? In retrospect, I didn't get all of this at Barnes & Noble. I think I got this at Barnes & Noble. I know Target is also selling things, so now I've forgotten. This is just a lanyard. I keep my keys on lanyards usually, so that when I'm reaching in my purse, I can find it and grab it. Also, you don't have to carry your keys. You can have them around your neck. I will say this new car that I bought, I got a 2017 Mini Cooper convertible, blue with white stripes. She's beautiful. I hardly need my keychain anymore, except for getting in the house in the evening, because everything is, you just walk up to the car and you can open the door and you just push a button to start it. Everything's so like push buttons. So I don't need my keys quite like I used to. I still might want them if I'm taking a walk and I don't want them in my pocket. I really like to have stuff around my neck so I don't lose it. Because I did throw away an entire set of keys once about 10 years ago and I still haven't quite gotten over it yet. or completely stopped looking for them. I'm pretty sure I threw them in the garbage. So there's that. This I did get at Target, and it was a little expensive, maybe $6, especially for an impulse buy of something you don't need. But it's a don't need, that might be an opinion here. It's a magic wand. I believe this one was Harry's wand. It's also a keychain. But I am thinking, I haven't done anything with it yet. It's a little bit heavy. Originally I thought I might keep this on my badge at work. I keep a little badge on my waist. You have to have it on you at all times to keep your doors locked at all times. You need it to get in from outside to inside, the little fob thing. This is a little heavy and long to keep on my badge, but it's tempting. It's tempting to keep it on me and then jokingly use it at school as needed for behaviors. Let me tell you, the behaviors have been stupid, horrible lately. Not as bad in my room. I am quite blessed. One part blessed and one part zero tolerance for any bullshit in my classroom. I always have wonderful students, a wonderful class, even when I have behavior problems, which every year you have behavior problems. And it's when you've been teaching as long as I have, about 19 years now, you start seeing the same kid. You're like, okay, you're going to be the so-and-so this year, and you're going to be that. I mean, it's the same. It's just like when you date the same jackass, and after a while you realize it's a different face, but it's the same jackass that you keep dating. It's kind of like that with students. Anyway, point is, I have been pretty lucky over the years and pretty stringent with discipline and with we practice until we get it right, and they're good and they're happy. In spite of all that, I think it might be kind of nice to have a little wand. Plus, they know I'm gaga for Harry Potter. They are also, so they wouldn't think it was weird at all, but I would put a little commanding oil on it, I think. I'm going to be using this for something. If not school and work, where I can just, especially with some of the parents that I've had to deal with in the past, some of the behavior problems that are not in my classroom, the school has been going to hell lately, ever since the inauguration, which I'm sure is just a coincidence, but the behavior and the hateful vibes, the lighting has shifted. Ever since the inauguration, it's been just off the charts, horrible behaviors at our school. It might be nice to have a little wand. One last thing, Harry Potterish, that I bought this at Barnes & Noble also. I don't recall the price. It was probably about $12, 10 or 12, because I don't think I would have spent more than that. It's technically a mug, but it's a little Cauldron mug. Dishwasher safe, microwave safe. I may or may not use it for drinking. There you go. I actually bought it originally to keep on, this dresser is where I work on my Book of Shadows and where I do art and things. I use that term loosely with art, but I thought this might be a good cup holder for paintbrushes and pens and things like that. But it's also a decent size for beverages. I'll think about it. Part of me wants another one. I need a whole set, so when I entertain witchy guests, right? I like it. I wanted to do a quick review over some beverages that I have discovered and that are pretty decent. This first one I got at Target. It comes in lots of flavors. It's called Sip, and it is kind of a sparkling water. It comes in this kind of bottle, and you actually have to use a bottle opener for it, which I was like happy I didn't throw all of them out when I decided to get dry as far as sobriety and stuff. So I still have some around, luckily. But I've been sipping on this one. Been sipping on the Sip. This flavor, as you can see, mojito berry, blackberry, mint, and lime. It's pretty decent. It's not overly sweet. It is 100 calories. So if you're trying to count calories, you may not want to drink these, but it's for a treat. I save them for the weekend if I'm going to, like it's Saturday. This is my Saturday. This is just a little weekend treat, and I might have one a day, one or two, and watch a movie or just kick back. It's like me luxuriating in my weekend. Speaking of hot tea, I love Wegmans. Do you have a Wegmans near you? It's like this colossal grocery store that is just amazing. Every time I go, which is probably once a week or so, I always go down their tea aisle. They have a whole aisle basically of every kind of tea, of every kind of price range you could imagine, from loose teas to bags to whatever. I think you can even do the little scoop your own and put it in a tin, which I should definitely do in the future since that's greener than disposable things. But I had never noticed this one before. The brand is Eastern Shore Tea Company. So it may not be on the West Coast. My guess is it's not. You can go to easternshoretea.com. They're gluten-free and pesticide-free. Look at this. This was one. And I will tell you, I've had 2 cups of this already today. So good. Look at that. And I have to tell you, this packaging is so cute. I tied it back up the way it was. And on the back of it, Black Raven, inspired by Edgar Allan Poe. It's got black currant in there. This one I have not opened yet. I cannot wait. Because I liked the chocolate mint tea so much from Trader Joe's that this one has got to be nice. Chocolate strawberry. Swiss chocolate and sweet strawberry. So, the back of that one. Isn't that awesome? Here's my favorite part. I don't know if I told you already. It's like $3. It was less than $4. It might have even been $2, but I think it was about $3. It was cheaper than the stuff I normally get, which is the yogi tea, as I've told you 100 times. Honey, lavender, chamomile, I think. I go through that stuff constantly. Those were about $4 a box, approximately. So I was just thrilled that these were less, and they had interesting flavors and interesting packages. Is there anything else I wanted to share? Okay, yeah, here's my last thing. And I know I'm calling this a witchy show and tell, but some of this is mundane. Tea, I guess, could be mundane. I might do a hair video. As crazy as that sounds. I am nothing like all those pretty little girls out there who do their pretty little watch me do my makeup, watch me do my hair tutorials. I don't really watch them. I will say I've watched Barefoot Blonde, I think is her name. She's got super long hair, blonde hair. She can do these intricate braids that are freaking gorgeous. But other than that, I don't get into all that beauty stuff. I mean, I love it. I buy stuff, but I don't get into watching people spend forever doing their makeup. So for me to make a hair video seems a little crazy, but I might do it. Whether or not I do, I will share with you a new shampoo that I have found. I found it on Amazon. I used that Wen product, W-E-N, for years until they finally freaking took it off the market. Yes, I know, lots of people lost their hair and had all these problems, but maybe because I have more hair than people need, I didn't have too much problem with that. Actually, I don't think I had any problem with that. But some people did. They got sued. I looked everywhere because I was out of my Wen stuff, and I absolutely, positively adore it. Tried a couple different things that were recommended through Amazon. If you like this, then you'll like this, you know. Hated most of them. But I finally found a product I like. I will tell you right now, my hair is thick, it's tangly, tangles very easily. It's dry and frizzy, and I can't ever just let it air dry on its own and then just walk out in the world like that unless it's got a lot of product on it because it frizzes. I tried this brand, and what's funny is my dad used to sell salon products when I was a kid, and let me just tell you, for a while, the basement of my house growing up was his warehouse, and I did so much shopping down there. Oh my God. I'd go down and sample his wares. I got in trouble when he found out. But he used to sell this stuff, Matrix. I remember it. It's been around for a good 30 years at least. I like cleansing conditioners. I don't usually use shampoos all that much. I will say probably once every couple weeks I will use a little bit of shampoo, mainly on my scalp. I don't worry about all this stuff. This is as good, if not better, than the Win stuff I used to pay $50 for. And I don't recall how much this was. It might have been more like 30 or 20. It's expensive, but it's not stupid expensive. This size for Win would have been $70, 60 or 70, and I used to buy it sometimes. So I don't think everybody in the world would like this, but if you have dry hair that tangles and it's thick, you would love this. And so I won't keep going on and on about the hair, even though I kind of want to. I guess I will need to make a video for that. I need to be somewhere in 30 minutes. I also wanted to share with you some of the projects I've been working on, but I'm going to have to save that for later. So I'll either post this with a fizzly ending, or I will add that on later. But either way, I love you, and I thank you for watching. Hope you're having a nice Saturday. Peace.